It's daily race time! Welcome to the GTR Cup at Watkins, Glen. I'm also in a GTR, so I'm not really one to talk. The G70 looks good as well here, two of those in the top three. In any case, this track has been a fantastic addition to the game. We do 5 laps in Group 4 machines, times 1 fuel and tires, rolling start, which catches me out a little. Slight misshift there. I'm still gaining on X-Knight though, but Miraput is gaining as well. What's going to happen into the first turn? Keep an eye on Miraput as well. He's going to play an important role later in this race. As I said, he's gaining on me. Is he going to go for the dive? No, he backs off nicely. X-Knight gets it wrong. He's off on some constitutional, but he gets a nice rejoin. Miraput, he gives me a little tap there, but he had a guy coming on his inside, the Brazilian there, in the green GTR. So I brush it off, and he's on my inside. I leave him plenty of room. Always do that there. Leave your opponents plenty of room on a corner like that. Into the chicane for our first attempt. A couple of cars behind. What are they going to do? Oh, they're going to go for the dive. They pull it off nicely. Not usually a good place to go for a dive, and we see X-Knight off again. Track limits penalties galore here as we head through this sweeping right-hander. This next turn coming up, be careful with the wind here. I think it was kind of pushing people a little bit deep here. You see, we get through okay. A couple people have a minor issue there, but no harm done. Turn my attention to the radar. I'm in a big pack of cars. A lot of bumps and taps through this turn. Important to stay out of the mess there and get right behind the guy with the penalty. Right through his ghost and back up into P9. Where we started the race. X-John coming up quickly behind me. Slight tap on the bumper, and I catch a bit of the dirt on the inside of the apex. No harm though. I keep the car composed. He gets a better run on me into the corner, which means I cannot take the line I want through here. The late apex is important in this turn. Gives you a better run on this short chute, which we'll see a little bit later. This turn is a slight lift. In fact, in the GTR, you don't have to come all the way off the throttle. Maintain a little bit more throttle than even I did right there. Final turn, you want to use the camber nicely through there, but Triple, he gets a little bit of a better run on me there. On my rear quarter, goes for the dive, but backs out of it nicely and avoids ruining both of our races. Thank you for your clean driving, Triple, if you are watching this. Moving ahead, 3 corners to go. I finally get the line I want through here, and taking a late apex. You notice I started the corner about 6/10 behind XC John. By the time we get through the penultimate corner, just again, not coming quite all the way off the throttle here, I'm right on his bumper. This allows me to get a good run through this last turn. XC John, he runs wide, and it's back up where we started, once again in the P9. Lap 3 is uneventful, so we'll skip ahead once again. Still lap 3 at the toe of the boot, we run into our old friend Miraput, who we saw at the beginning of the race. He's taking a rather odd line into this turn. That's not going to work unless you do just that. He rams into Jay Morris and actually benefit from this. I take over 8th place myself. I couldn't tell if he did that on purpose, or was he just trying to avoid contact but ended up hitting him anyway. Miraput, he showed some rather sporting moves earlier in the race. In my opinion, maybe kind of changing with him a little bit. We'll see how this works over the last 2 laps of the race. The final turn, I don't get that good of a run out of this. I completely missed the apex and lose some speed coming down the straight. Jay Morris, he's actually closing on me. He's closing. What's he gonna do? He goes for the dive, but I see it coming all the way. I do the over-under, get through nicely, and he rejoins the track directly behind me. That's the last we see of Mr. Morris. We'll go ahead and take a look at the final lap. Still following Miraput, he's side by side with our Brazilian heading into turn 1. Is he going to go for the dive? No, he actually backs out of it nicely, avoiding contact and redeeming himself on the final lap. Still side by side heading into turn 2. I see this so often in the daily races. Final lap, guys start to push really hard. They jostle, weaving all over the place as you're watching here. I try to stay back a little bit of this. I'd rather not get into it and maintain my racing line heading down into the chicane. In fact, I brake a little early here because I want to avoid the mess. There's a yellow flag. Somebody is off. I Don't know who that is, but we gain a position there. Our Brazilian friend, he has a track limits penalty, so we're positioned nicely to gain 1 position heading into the final stretch of the lap. Again, a late apex on this turn. We get a nice run out of here on Mirror Putt. Can I get alongside him and make the corner first? Oh, he backs out of it. So that's kind of surprising. He falls behind there, as you can see, and then Pellicus, I'm sure I'm butchering that name, pulls over to the side. That was a nice move there. Thank you very much. Serves his penalty, and it's up into P5. And that is how it would finish. A gain of 4 places and a clean race bonus as well. I hope we see this track quite often in the daily races. It's a lot of fun. I'm your average driver. Please do consider hitting that subscribe button, and as always, thanks for watching.